Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have more Trump regrets to share and Trump voters entering the find out phase of their journey. This is another primarily special big butt ugly bill edition. Do have a couple of other videos to share from other regretters, including this first one. This is yet another man who is now losing his wife thanks to Donald Trump, thanks to his vote for Donald Trump. So check this out.
The only time I committed is to love this country, is to work hard and to provide for my kids.
Through tears, wearing an ICE-issued uniform, Cynthia Oliveira begs the Canadian government for help.
I really do need their help. I don't want to be in here. This is not right.
She says her nightmare started on June 13th when she went to her green card interview.
You thought you were going to be getting your green card, but instead they arrested you. Did they trick you?
Yes, I honestly thought I was going for my interview, for my green card interview.
They said, look, she's getting deported immediately. We reinstated her expedited removal from 1999.
Cynthia's husband, Francisco, is a U.S. citizen.
The U.S. is my country, That's where I met my husband. That's where I went to high school, junior high, elementary. That's where I had my kids.
You voted for Trump. How do you feel now?
Horrible.
What did you vote for?
I voted for change, but I didn't vote for this change.
And, like her husband, she too supported President Trump's promise to launch the largest deportation program of criminals in American history.
My wife is up until 18 days ago, was a strong believer in what was going to happen the next 4 years. But we feel totally blindsided, betrayed.
So that, as you heard, was Cynthia Alvarado. She is a Canadian citizen. Her parents brought her to the U.S. as a child, and Alvarado had a 1999 deportation order issued against her because the government realized that she crossed the border a second time as an adult. She was removed apparently at some point, and then she later crossed back into the U.S. through the Mexican border into California. So they issued that order. She did not leave. And Channel 10 said she has no court records. She has no criminal record whatsoever. She's never committed any crime other than crossing into the U.S. And as you saw, she's raised all of her children here. She's been here for decades. And if the Trump administration removes her, she will be leaving behind her husband and her 3 kids. So then they have to make a decision. Are they going to move to Canada? Or is she going to try to get back in illegally again? I don't know. We'll see. And for anybody on the podcast, Channel 10 showed a picture of her smiling, standing across the street from Trump Tower. So she was all in. She was a Trump. Obviously, she didn't vote for Trump because she is not here legally, but her husband did, and she supported Trump. So she wanted undocumented immigrants to be hurt. She wanted them to be kicked out of the country. She just conveniently forgot that she's one of them. The ultimate leopards eating people's faces party member, right? And before I get into the rest of these posts and these stories, please do me a big favor. Hit the subscribe button below this video. It is free for you. It really helps the show. So truly appreciate it. This next person repeatedly posted on Twitter over the last several days. So one tweet was in response to a Fear News Network post. It was about the Republicans' budget bill. And he replied to the Fox Post, and it had also the accounts of Donald and Melania Trump tagged. And he wrote, quote, "I lost my confidence in him. He will be known as a president that caused millions of Americans to lose their health care access. I regret voting and donating to him." There were also a bunch of complaints in a conservative Reddit group. One of the conservatives called the bill the big, beautiful bullshit. Another person on Reddit said, quote, "This bill will add 4 to 5 trillion to the deficit, the legislative equivalent of bankrupting a casino." So they do know. They know that Trump is a crappy businessman, and they voted for him anyway. Another conservative Reddit user posted, quote, "This bill is terrible. So many of the good things were stripped out. F this bill." So I guess this guy liked the original version from the House that was even worse. And one Reddit user who likes small government wrote, quote, "Looks like an expansion of debt and deficit to me. Certainly not what I voted for. I wish I could pretend to be surprised to see people stepping in lockstep with this. What happened to principled conservatives?" So yeah, they still don't get it. Like this is not the original party. It's not your party anymore. I also have a short clip to share. This was from a live call-in show called Pushing the Limits. So a man named John called in and he completely regrets his vote and he is all in for Democrats. So take a listen to this.
My entire life, I've been a Republican and I've always voted. And I made a mistake. I voted for Trump both times or all three times, but
Wow.
I voted for him. Now that I see what he's doing to this country of ours, I made a mistake. I was brainwashed. I'm a Republican, and I've always got to be a Republican, and the family's a Republican, and we've always voted Republican. But now I'm starting to come around, and I'm seeing what's going on.
So
I would have voted for anybody other than Trump.
okay.
Knowing what I know now, I would have voted for Kamala Harris. I would have voted for a Gavin Newsom. I would have voted for anybody else. If I could be welcomed into the Democratic Party, if I could be invited to them, I don't know really what the process
Would you go to a
is.
No Kings protest?
Yes.
That was, just so you guys know, only a tiny bit of this clip. I think it was about an approximately 7-minute segment in total. So I encourage everybody to go check out the full video because the guy went into details about what exactly is turning him off, what was like the final straw and all that. So go check out Pushing the Limits, give the show a follow. He does really good work over there. And here are more of the big but ugly bill regrets. So this next person basically posted a novel. They were whining about getting exactly what they voted for. I mean, exactly what we knew they were going to do in this administration. I'm just going to share the highlights because it's so long. So they wrote, "I want the golden era. I want no income tax, payroll taxes, death tax, all the useless taxes only there to launder our hard-earned money. And what about making Social Security solvent? What happened to that and lowering the age to 62 or even 60 so that we can actually enjoy the money that's been stolen from us our entire lives? He is also okay with rape of our national forest. It sickens me. As far as I'm concerned, anyone who approves it is part of the deep state, including Trump. This is a deal breaker for me." Then this person went on to say, quote, "In my opinion, it's a big bloated bill and it does nothing for me as a member of the middle class. Nothing has changed economically for me in any way since Trump has taken office. In fact, a couple of my utilities have gone up since then. I am not impressed with him or the Republicans at all this term. I voted for him 3 times and I really loved his first term. And I was so jacked up at the beginning of his second term. I'm just incredibly disappointed about the economy and about getting involved with Israel, but mostly the economy, Social Security, getting rid of the income tax. The only thing he's got right so far is immigration and DEI. It looks like a golden age for rich people, but it hasn't hit me at all, and I'm sick and tired of struggling and hearing him boast about the economy." And this next one is like a guy that shows also, when you vote based on hate and bigotry, it always comes back on you. It's a boomerang. This was posted even before the big billionaire bill passed. A man named Chris posted on Twitter, quote, "I'm 62 and been riding the Trump train from day one. Love sticking it to the libs, but now I'm a bit worried my health care is going to take a hit. Don't want to kick the bucket just because the guy might mess things up. Stay vigilant, folks. Hashtag save our healthcare. Hashtag Trump 2028. Yeah, that ship has sailed, guy. Your healthcare has sailed. So anyway, what's that old saying about, when you seek revenge, dig two graves, one for your enemy, one for yourself? Another man posted on Twitter, "It is so hard to be a Trump supporter when all of the people around me are hurting and I am a disabled man whose life is upended by all of these changes and instability by Trump, who I supported and tried to comfort those who didn't vote for him. I'm a part of the rapid rehousing program of Oakland County, Michigan, who was waiting for the Section 8 voucher program, but I received a letter saying that I won't receive help after May 1st, being led to believe that it's Trump's and Elon's fault. I still hold out hope that all of this house cleaning in this administration will bring about something better. There's all the partying in the base, but there is none for me. And I promised people that Trump would be good for us. Maybe homeless again soon." I mean, did you not believe us when we talked about Project 2025? All of this was in Project 2025. This is what you voted for. This is exactly what you voted for, guy. I just don't know what to say to these people anymore. Anyway, I will have more for you later in the week. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.